juncture, I would like everybody to settle down and let's all just. Okay, thank you. Now I want to test how this networking session went, and I want to see if any of you paid attention. I got to meet Kakebo earlier. Kakebo, where are you? Raise your hand. Okay, Robbie Mike is right there. Kakebo. Okay, Kakebo, please let me know. You can let us know what your business is, but let us know one other person that you met during this break and what their business is.
Morning, if it's still morning, Sabona, Tubela. Yo, disappointment. Hii kama criminal badile. Kami kama ukate for Mamporo, I own a company, Yobolo, but this is not my part. Hope to share about me. I've got the CEO owner of Bodisang Project, C Engage, for a while. She's running a farming company with a lot of ideas, cows and vegetable farming. She's looking to expand into snake farming. The idea there is to, venom. So there's something to do with venom that she's looking to. But there's a lot that she has shared, and I really want to spend some time, be it over the phone or WhatsApp, to learn. And one thing I've learned from engaging with the people that is the struggles are also about business in Wami, and they've got the answers. So if I learn, you will not learn.
Thank you. Well done for that. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. What is your business? What is your business? Thank you, thank you. Then the last person that I got to meet, Emmanuel. Where is Emmanuel? Okay, Emmanuel is over there. Emmanuel, let us know one person that you met during this break. What is their business and what is your business?
Good morning, greetings to everyone. My name is Emmanuel Mabudi. I come from Alkabulan, NPC. Our business deals with local food. We are farmers. We cultivate crops here in Tanzania and so food. That we are still local farmers. The people that I went through business, there are three. The first one is Logai Asanda from the Breakthrough Chip Technologies. And then the second one is Maladiso of Pure Soaps. And then the third one are the ladies who are busy kind paper, system, and local system, they protect the money. And then the interesting part about the collaboration between and the mention about something about health when you're talking about the kind paper. But that is one of the bigger issue that we are facing through the local in the issue of health in terms of the crops that we are eating. It's no longer we are using organic product, but we are busy with GOM. And then for the part of the local technology, and what made me more interested about their business is because of our under agriculture we have an issue of climate change. We need people who are busy with websites and so that we can detect the changes of the condition of the weather. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Well, one person gives a whole list and everything else. Very, very good. I like that so much. Okay, I want to call then Nikki to come back through to the stage. We are now going to enter into our Q&A session, and the collaboration session. Once that it has ended, we will then go into the pitching segment. We'll then go into the pitch segment. If Rejoice has reached out to you, please just checking if you guys are here. Make sure to respond back to her. So we're now going to enter the Q&A session. Can I get another mic as well here at the front? and will take place from there.
All right, fantastic. So we're now going to do a Q&A session. And then after we do the Q&A, then we're going to do a collaboration session. So this Q&A session is our time together to ask any question that you have. It might be a question related to what we went through in the masterclass, or it might be a general business question. All right. And feel free to ask in any language that makes you feel comfortable so that we can be able to get your question answered nicely. I did get some questions also during the networking session, which I will also be answering as well. So it's both myself and Papa Biz that are here at the front. Who would like to start that's got a burning question for their business? It can be about visibility, it can be about marketing, it can be about funding, it can be about getting customers, growing your business, looking for opportunities, compliance, any of those areas. If you've got a question, now is the time to raise your hand. Now is the time to raise your hand, all right? We've got the first one over here, rolling mic. Let's get started.
Good day. My name is Paul Hobson. I'm the founder of Elevator. And we at Elevator, we develop technologies to capture emissions from industrial point. This is to drive the net zero goal of the world. One problem that I've been facing in my business is that I was just having a conversation with Papa about this, that I find myself thinking way ahead, but I'm thinking of problems that are far from where I am. So therefore, I don't feel like I'm doing enough for now, that I'm planning for tomorrow, and then neglecting right now. And of which the problem resulted in me, it has been 3 years now that I've been doing research and development. So after 3 years, it is only now that I just left my job and I just focused more in the business to say I've been neglecting my business, I haven't been giving time to my business. And this is all thanks to my friends, the cycle that I got in there and I learned that we actually need to be moving. So in that sense, I just wanted to know that are there any form of assistance for businesses that are small or are startups, but they have big goals? They want to, their service is not here. Their product, their customers are not here. Rather, they are far from where we are. It's provided.
Good question. Papa, you want to start with that?
Okay, so I'll start. Obviously, we had the discussion just to let everybody else know in terms of answering that. Look, one of the things that's very clear is that you are in a B2B space. It's a business-to-business space, not a business-to-client space. Whereas business-to-client, somebody sees your product and they just purchase and move on. And with the business-to-business space, it requires a very deliberate strategy in terms of reaching out to other businesses that would utilize your services, and it requires relationship building. So in terms of, even for future and things like that, as we spoke about, you need to be very clear in terms of the type of events that you attend, the type of online webinars that you attend, because you need to network to get to the right person. And sometimes it takes quite a long time to be able to get to the right person, to be able to knock on that door. And when you're able to be there, it still takes even more time to be able to get them moving from knowing you to doing business with you. So have a very clear strategy, I'd suggest. Write down on a piece of paper that's big by your wall. These are the companies that I'm going to be reaching out to. How have you attempted to reach out to them? Do you even have their email address? Do you know who the contact person is? Have you had a meeting with them? Have you had a follow-up meeting with them? It's a pipeline. It's a pipeline that you need to be able to be moving towards because it's business to business. Okay. Then the second thing that I would say to you is that there's nothing wrong with thinking big. That's how most of us got. Most of us, our families thought that we were crazy, and now somehow we find ourselves in this space. There's nothing wrong with thinking big. At the same time, what I would encourage you to do is the business that you're in, it speaks to a lot of developmental goals. across the country, and as such, there are institutions that are looking to fund and partner your type of business. Spend some time each week, maybe 2 hours per week, just researching the type of companies that are interested in partnering and funding this area, and also do the same thing, drop a list and create a pipeline of looking to reach out to them, find out who the contact person is, and sending your proposal, let them know about what your business is, and to be able to go through. Because businesses like that, there's quite a number of institutions that want to partner up with that. As Hetty mentioned, I mean, obviously we have the F&B platforms, I'm going to mention the names, but one of our other partners that we've utilized in other workshops that we have, they had a fund, it was for about $120 million that they were looking to fund South African entrepreneurs in different, very specific sectors. And Hetty did mention, I mean, when we spoke to them, they returned $80 million of this funding because not enough businesses had applied. And that was $80 million that they returned back. And, you know, they're not a marketing company, so they're not able to reach out the way that they should, but also on our side, we should also do the work, our homework, to go and research which are the companies that are looking to invest in this type of space, and then we also reach out to them. Okay.
That's really brilliant. One of the things I just want to say to you also is be careful. Be careful to not get stuck in analyzing too much to the point where you don't take action. You need to strike a balance between doing your research, doing the background work, and then also taking action. That's something that's very important. Also, sometimes you need to spend money to be the right things. So, for example, on the 28th of this month, we've got the Entrepreneurs Day in function. We're actually going to be having a nice panel conversation with the FNB all around this Monetize Your Business initiative. Our mentor, who's sitting in the while, is going to be there. He's going to be speaking, and we've got various other opportunities, funders, investors, and different opportunities that are going to be there. So it's a ticketed thing. A person has to spend money to be there. But also, this is us investing in where we want to go as well. So you need to just weigh up and say, what am I going to put if you want to come? Just pop us a DM and we'll send you a link with a discount code. But the point is that sometimes we need to make a sacrifice to take in those rooms as well. Okay. All right, fantastic. Do we have other questions on the floor? Other questions? All right, Robin Mike.
Hi, my name is Jacqueline from Florence. I have a question for Hetty. As we all know, those that know, you're like a brand, right? And the question that I have for you is, if you had to wake up tomorrow, and God forbid, and you were not here, would your business still be able to continue running without you?
That's a very good question. So my business has got different layers to it. The elements of the business that are dependent on me and the elements of the business that are completely not dependent on me at all. And that is because there are systems and processes. But I must be honest with you, it was not always like that. In the beginning, your business is going to be very dependent on you because you need to build those systems, you need to put everything in place. But the sooner you're able to build a system that doesn't rely on you, the better. So in our monetization agency, we work for meeting the entrepreneur, you understand, as a brand. And that is able to give various services and some of the things that I'm not physically doing myself. So as much as we can delegate, as much as we can automate, and also give the right people into our businesses as it grows. I hope that answers the question. Papa, I don't know if there's anything you want to add there?
Now, I was asked earlier about this. The part that I would add for this is that when we have ourselves in lots of different spaces, lots of different businesses, it sometimes becomes difficult to understand in one area what are the systems I would need to put in place that can allow me to take a step back so the team can take over. Does that make sense? Because we all only have 24 hours in the day. All of us only have 24 hours in the day. And each business requires different systems to be able to allow us to step back. And it's true, I mean, most, like AT said, most times, like in this type of business, when you will see that the brand is called AT the Entrepreneur, so you will see her. But there's a whole team around that makes the engine work, and there's lots of different aspects that we push out with the different business organizations that we work with that don't require her or myself. There's a whole team behind, and the only way we could figure that out was investing the time in that space by not being involved in too many businesses at the same time. Okay.
Great stuff. There were other hands that were up. We'll take a few more before we go into the collaboration session.
Good day, everyone. My name is Fernanda Mhluzi. I am from Okusha Developers. I'm the founder of Okusha Developers, the business that works with interim and corporate development. And then we also deliver retail service stations and police and reflex and all that. So the question that I have is that my business is only a few months old because I wanted to start by doing the right thing, giving it an identity, making sure it's registered and everything. So what I want to ask is, everyone will say, I took my salary and started a business, or I got a capital and started a business. But for someone like me, I don't have that. So the question that I have is, for my business to be sustainable, how can I get the business to start the business? Because so far, I only worked with one project that was worth 120,000, and it was a success. But because I'm not visible enough and I did not know about the marketing part or the opportunity part, the opportunity where I found that I need to do homework that as well. But for someone who doesn't want to go for things like loan to start a business, what can I do? Thank you.
The question. Thank you.
Here's the reality of the situation of what you're speaking about, which I recall we found ourselves in as we were looking to grow. You get to a point where you understand and appreciate that your customer is then going to need to be your vendor. Your customer is then going to need to be your funder. And it is then about how much time am I going to invest in understanding how to reach out to different customers that are prepared to pay me for the service or product that I'm offering. So this homework that we spoke about is going to be incredibly important for you in terms of figuring out how to be more visible to my customer, how to present myself more to my customer that they can be able to see when you need me, and I'm the one who can provide the solution to your problem. You spoke about how you're not going to be looking to get loans and you can't rely on a salary. When you're at that situation, there's still another factor, which is your customer. And luckily for you, you have an opportunity to become the best at getting customers on a large basis because you're going to do lots of homework about it. It'll set you apart from your competitors and other businesses, trust me.
And you know, sometimes in the beginning, we're not going to get the funding because we haven't proved ourselves. That's the honest truth. So sometimes you need to put yourself out there so that people can see what it is that you're about. You might need to go to LinkedIn, do some DM marketing strategies. You might need to do some strategic commenting. You might need to do cold calls. You might need to do cold emails. You might need to send proposals out and so forth. I remember when we started building Hitting the Entrepreneur, knowing we want to teach entrepreneurs how to build and grow sustainable businesses, if nobody knows about you and what it is that you do, why are they going to pay you for coaching or mentorship or to run a program like this? So if you want to sing, sing. Don't wait for funding. If you want to dance, dance. Don't wait for funding. If you want to be a public speaker, speak. Don't wait for funding. So one of the things that we did was just to go live on Instagram every single Wednesday at 6 p.m. and teach. And we did that for an entire year before saying, now we are opening up the coaching, now we're opening up the mentorship, you can come and pay for these services, and then people pay for it. Why? Because the relationship has been nurtured. So sometimes we need to plant the seed first, nurture the seed before we can be able to monetize. And that is something, that's the reality then on the ground. Because the funding is not always going to automatically come. We first need to create that burden of proof, and then others will follow us afterwards. All right. All right, let's take the last question before we go into our collaboration session. Last question.
Hey, greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, I'm Iris. Already, yeah, same. So, my question it's about branding. Okay, I wanna grow to the point of processor spice, from kind paper. So the thing is that Manguma all gold. It's under an umbrella. Just I forgot the name of the umbrella. And then cookies is under same umbrella. So in my product, the umbrella name. So Jenna, ngifuna ukuthi under isipiwe ithemba. Since processor the kind paper. If sengiventshela ngale kule spice, ngenza njani? Ngilungisa njani le brand yami?
Okay. So it depends, because if the branding, if what you are doing are all similar, right? The branding can be the same with a slight variation. Njenge-Raja, so masithenga i-Raja, khona mild, hot, and all of those, and they've got different colors, but it's all curry powder, right? So you know, for example, if you are doing cayenne pepper, salt, herbs, and whatever, can all be under the name of your brand name, but with different coloring and variations to be able to show the difference. So it's just important for you to understand under what umbrella falling, and there is a consistency. But the consistency is much better because we then know the brand. You understand, and that makes it so much easier then. But don't get too fixated on that you don't move forward. All right.
I just want to add one thing that you haven't quite mentioned. It just came to my mind. Just something to be careful of for your type of business. Okay, so there are two good ways to scale and to monetize. Okay? The first way to scale is to have one product and then many channels. There's one product and many channels. So what do I mean? You have one specific product and then a channel maybe is a specific store. So you got that one product and now it's being sold to this specific store. When there's another store that takes your product, that's now another channel. And then another store is another channel. So let's say you get Pick and Pay. Now you've got a lot of Pick and Pays. But let's say Pick and Pay now is one channel. Then Checkers now becomes another channel. But now you just have one product going through all of those channels. That's one specific way to scale. The other way to scale is to have many products, but then one channel. Many products, but then you use one specific channel. If you take a base like Take-A-Lot or Amazon, that's one channel where people can load lots of different products. And that's a very, very good way to scale. The worst way to scale is many products through many channels. You will burn through whatever cash that you have very, very quickly. So make sure in whichever way you're looking to grow the brand, don't try and do 50 products and approach 50 stores. It will become a nightmare and you'll run out of cash. You will run out of cash. So try and keep it a bit smaller as you're looking to grow. And of course, over time, when things are doing much better, you're able to expand your range and go as big as you want, and your cash flow will be able to handle it. You'll be a name. All of us know your name anywhere in South Africa and anywhere in Africa. That's where you're going to receive it. Thank you.
All right, fantastic. So we are now entering into our collaboration session. We've got about 15 minutes left. And this is your opportunity that I want you to use to also market yourself. One of the things that we learned today is that collaboration is important. All of us can work together, partner with each other, buy each other's products and services, do business together, even support each other. Collaboration session, you're literally going to stand, raise your hand and say, hi, my name is Betty, and I've got Betty's Beauty, and I do makeup, skincare, lashes, etc. And I am looking to collaborate with somebody in the event space, or someone in the flower space, or somebody who does decor, etc. Because my business works with those types of partners. Let us find ways that we can work together and to support each other. If I give you an example, it was in Kwamashu, in KZN. We had a lady who was selling eggs, and she was looking to partner with sponsor shops. At the end of the workshop, she now was supplying 3 sponsor shops with their eggs. We don't know who is in the room. Sometimes we want to look far when our next partner or collaborator is in our own backyard. All right. So let us stand up and see how we can help each other and who we are looking to partner with. So you give your name, what it is that you do, collaboration opportunity, and how we can keep in touch with you. All right. So let's see who's our first person that's going to raise their hand. Rolling right, we've got a hand up over there. Let's go for it. Now is not the time to be shy, eh? All right.
Mhluzi, who company is Mhluzi. Basically, what we do, we deal with compliance, business registration, your SARS, CIDP, CST. I'm looking to collaborate with someone who is in that space, marketing space, and also dealing with tender documents. Thank you.
Great stuff. How do we get in touch with you, Siswami? If we want to help you, how do we get in touch with you?
Sorry, you can contact me on my cell phone number, and we never look at if you are interested.
Okay.
Yes.
Great stuff. All right, so we can go and get business cards from her as well. And great stuff. Thank you so much. Let's move on to the next person.
Sanibonani. Ikamela ngophethu ngabaphethwa ngifumane kakhulu. Ngisizakhe isakukasene. Ibhizinisi esiyenzako siyalima amaveji, siproduza fresh amaveji, and siproduza iquality ukuze kudle umphakathi, sibuye khona lapho sinayo imakethe. Ijahakai Trade Center lasithengisela khona asisokoli imakethe, sithengisela umphakathi. Sinaso i-ticket nesami science group, bese kuba yisitifiketi seJahakai Trade Center lasithengisa khona singomama. Umkhiqizo wethu Ya, cishe sinabo bonke ensimini ngoba namanzi sinawo, namanzi sinawo, ne-irrigation ikhona, nabasebenzi sinabo futhi. Ebhizinisini amazima. Kwalithi 072 858 8456.
Okay. Fantastic. Siyabonga.
Okay, who's our next person?
Hello everyone.
Hi.
My name is Mhluzi. I say and I'm also in the beauty space. I specialize with installation, makeup, eyelashes, wig treatments. So I would like to collaborate with anyone that's within the beauty space, especially makeup. So if you want to contact me, you can use my number. My number WhatsApp is 060690285. Thank you.
Fantastic, thank you. Thank you. Great stuff.
Salmana, yebo, igama lami nguPosha from the Kitchen Services.
Okay,
Bengathanda ngila cleaning, we wash couches, mattresses, and carpet and wall, and also clean houses, if you own your own house. And bengathanda ukusebenza nabantu abafuna small offices, or big offices, or the mining, because I think the industrial cleaning and also the commercial cleaning.
okay, fantastic. How can we contact you?
Through my Facebook, Kunari Mukumari, and my contact is 063 293 0137.
Okay, fantastic, thank you.
Sebenarnya, untuk rasa kemana jauh running a entertainment agents, so agents it has to do with the market that says, okay, anything talented related. So if we want to come with the talent, in the scenario, we need the talent. It's a cover, okay, this is what you can do because code is necessary before of which is a code with similar knowledge. So we try to see with whatever knowledge we have, uplifting about the job. So just we make zinasebenza nge-magician, also a magician. So we sometimes I feel like you do so that will make up. And then apart from now, even the we are having a my example. But again, I have a team, but I think it's in them that doesn't see the vision that I have. As I look up all about it, so but yeah, I share. So in the example, we saw if only I could have those few people who are passionate in the entertainment space, be it to photographer or anything like that, you're into a entertainment related. Man, I was saying that this job, it happens to collaborate. I don't put this collaborating in terms of the event because it's event against people. So yeah, because the event is taken up, so it was a wash up after the event, before the event, about to so. So and also it's like by some of my fashion system index being an in the so yeah, thank you.
How do you contact you?
Or some sort of Facebook where check out the page where they say have CASWENN.
Slow down, just say that again slowly. It's on Facebook, Ikama.
CASWENNSAHUB. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that things will come second as well. Check that.
All right. Fantastic. Let's move on to the next one.
Sanibona ninjani? Ngiyaphila. Okhuluma nojabulile Premium Baked Goods. Review said, how was the response? So I would like to collaborate with everyone. Guys, a bit there, no demos. But mostly Ramadan is an event, wedding party, baby showers. nemingcwabo sisashonelwa masibona ngalo yes injalo ngiyatholakala ku-063 808 6731. Sisi Hetio is a lot. The homework yami vele yonke iyabheda. Ngithole note, so I have to start afresh.
No problem, you'll get there, one time, one time. Thank you so much. Let's keep going to the next person.
Sangunan, Ikabu Mhluzi from Al Foundation. Our business focuses basically on food security. We are practicing agriculture, Kiolela Uskio, that Galina, we are doing it, and now planning to school food. So we are doing seedlings, macrogreen, and fully grown vegetables, but currently we try to venture go agro processing. So we encourage youth mostly to participate in agriculture. So International China as an organization is now many youth are interested in agriculture, especially agro processing, so that we can easy to challenge for long. So anyone who interested in agriculture, business services and
Fantastic. How do we get a hold of you? This is a big opportunity, especially for young people.
Currently, we have a Facebook account called Al Kabulan Foundation. You can send a link, Al Kabulan Foundation. You can send ETM, and then we'll answer both.
All right, fantastic, very good. Good, 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 good. Thank you so much. We'll go to the next person. Who's the roaming man?
Sangonani, I'm Lisa Kenny. I own a jewelry shop called Luxury Collections. So I would like to collaborate with a marketing team, marketing company, or anyone who's an influencer on those directions and makeup. Thank you. Great. Oh yeah, you can find me 836. Thank you.
Just say
063 623 3336.
Great, thank you so much. Let's get in maybe our last two before we wrap up.
Okay, Sambana.
Just bring the mic closer to you and then speak nice and slowly.
I would like to collaborate with people who are doing events, like we cater for fundraising, parties, weddings and stuff. I have a coconut chain, medical forums, special chain and stuff, and we cater for picnics, stuff like that. So anyone in the decor and catering events, yeah, just contact me for the children and stuff. We Toladala and Instagram page, Category Services at 0. Then and we have a TikTok account, still Category Services at 0. So,
Fantastic, thank you so much. That's very, very good. If we was Ms. Middleburg. Nani, Ninjani. Igama lami uBesile ngoba ngikhophani isibongo. I am the current in Ms. Middleburg. My business is Affinity Legacy. I'm a service provider. I'm also a manager for Angelina M Foundation. We deal with a lot of community development. This year we count our third Little Miss and Miss Mhluzi. So I am looking for anyone who is willing to collaborate with us because we are developing them at an early age. We believe that we can have all Miss Universe coming from Mhluzi. So anyone who is interested, please first with ABC and Omane. Then my number is 073 10 66 317. Thank you so much. Wonderful. Very, very good. Thank you all so much for participating in this collaboration session. I think what this has also shown us is that there is always a collaboration opportunity in the room. Let us never waste the opportunity to partner together, collaborate with each other, work with each other as well, because this can help us to grow our businesses. The conversation doesn't have to end here. During our next networking break, make sure that you continue the conversation and chatting with everybody else that is within the room as well. So I'm going to hand the mic back to Papa Biz to then continue the rest of the program. All right, thank you so much, everybody.
Excellent, thank you so much for that. You know, I always find it interesting that when people give collaboration opportunities, when they give their number, there is always 2 or 4 people writing it down. Because those are the ones like, I've been looking for something. And you're just here in my neighborhood. And it's a wonderful way to be able to move forward. We now going to enter into the pitching competition. So I'd like to call the following, please make your way to my left. You can be seated on my left, the chairs are just outside. So that is Mpo Mkeswa. Mpo, please make your way to my left. Lungile Chao, Lungile, please make your way to my left. Jabulile Tihasu, Jabulile, please make your way to my left. Also Promise Nguni, please make your way. Jerita Ndimunye, please make your way as well. Lavi Kachayo, please make your way. And Loiso Sisanda, please make your way to my left. The seats are waiting for you outside. So rejoice with it, communicated with you and confirm that you are here. Please make your way to go and sit that side as well. So now what's going to be happening is that we're going to enter into the pitching segment. As I mentioned, because some of you were not here earlier, we received 71 applications. 71 applications that we received that the team had to go and review. I know some of you want to be here pitching and you are not here, but that's just today. We're going to take notes and lessons from the businesses that come to pitch you about how to pitch, because we've given them very strict instructions. They will all only receive 2 minutes to pitch. 2 minutes only. In those 2 minutes, they must be able to tell us a few questions. And we told them to practice in front of the mirror. They must be able to explain to us, who are you? Who are you? What is your business? Tell us about your business. About your business. We want to know, how does your business make money? Also, we want to know, what problem does your business solve? We also want to understand, if you want this pitching competition, what would you use the money for? Also, how does the audience reach you? So we have given them these questions, and they only have 2 minutes to pitch. It is an elevator pitch. So we're going to take notes. I know some of you will be taking video notes, and I will let you know, we have had individuals in a workshop like this who were not selected, who then applied to pitch at a different workshop, and the team selected them. And we've had some of those individuals win the pitching competition. Of what's going on here, so you can also apply it for yourself if you're not selected today. Now remember, what's going to happen here? We are going to give them good energy. Remember, we practiced earlier. This is where I want you to give them good energy. They are not used to speaking on a stage. They need your encouragement. And they are nervous. They told me that they are nervous. So you're going to give them good energy. Is that correct? Okay. Oh. Okay. I'm going to be arranging the judges quickly and to be able to come and to be able to organize that. In the meantime, what I want to let you know while this is being organized, you know, in the collaboration session, it was interesting. I hope I don't hear it here during the break. Where were we? We were in Cosmo, I can't remember. And the gentleman came to me afterwards to discuss the collaboration. And he says, this is who I'm looking to collaborate with. But I don't want to collaborate with anybody here. They're all like me, they don't have any money. You know, I told him, that's such a terrible attitude. That's such a terrible attitude. We had a workshop in that same area in Cosmo. We had the workshop. And there were two businesses that collaborated together. The one lady, her business was with stone for kitchen tabletops and things like that. And she collaborated with another business that is in carpentry. Another business in carpentry. And she gave us feedback that one of the participants in the workshop had asked them, can you redo my kitchen? And they had agreed, and they given her the quotes. And from that same workshop, they got business to redo the kitchen, and she told us the amount was 130,000 rand. Look at that. Give a round of applause for that. So never underestimate and don't discount. You don't know who is in the room that you are with when you are looking to collaborate. So I commend all of those that then put up their hand to be able to say, this is what I'm looking to collaborate with, because it's of course great, but you're putting your hand up to look for an opportunity. We're now going to look to go through our first pitching applicants. I'll let you know. You guys have all inspired us as we went through all the different application forms with the information that we had to go through. I see today there's a nice mix of men and women. Sometimes we have these sessions and somehow it's ended up that all the participants are women, or sometimes all the participants are men. But I see we do not have that problem here today. So we're going to have very good energy as we are going to welcome our first participant. Remember what happens when I raise my hand? Yes. Good energy, right? Our first participant for today is Mpo Nkeswa. Please help me welcome.
Good day. My name is Mhluzi. I'm the founder of LML. LML is an industrial phase problem company. We intervene in how the industrial business affects human life. This is for problem solving business. We believe with special interventions we could resolve which need a better people. Communication technology have been the world's great hope to net zero. The little impact they make. This is because the cost to utilize these technologies by far surpasses the ability of profitability for these companies, of which means they need a cost-effective technology. Environmental law are making it harder to operate without. At LML, we've developed a technology that uses less energy, less chemicals to capture carbon. This is possible because it reduces the level of OpEx and CapEx, enabling scalability of carbon capture technology. At LML, we don't just capture the emissions, we know what to do with them after. So we license our technologies to industrial partners to help them stay compliant with environmental law without losing their revenue. Upon the success of this pitch, we are to utilize the grant to develop a living prototype. This puts us one step away from setting the target. And with that said, you can reach us at lmveloinfo@gmail.com. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much, even just respecting the time. I've gotten a question there earlier just in terms of the type of questions that we have asked them to answer. So we've asked them to answer, who are you? Tell us about yourself. Who are you? We also asked them to tell us about your business. Tell us about your business. So in this, they only have 2 minutes to fit this all in. And it's important to know how to put this all in within 2 minutes, because when we pitch, we don't only pitch to investors, we pitch to clients. We pitch to our family. We need to all learn how to make it more concise so that they know exactly what we do. Our next participant that we're going to welcome to the stage is Lungile Chow. Please help me welcome Lungile to the stage.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mhluzi. I'm the director of Ego's website. I'm a mom of two boys and one girl. My company was established in 2017, so to date. We are a cleaning company that specializes in industrial cleaning, basic cleaning, pest control, and fumigation. We make money through our service fee based on what the client has requested, which include residential, commercial, and industrial cleaning, where we charge per hour, per square meter, or per job. What makes us different from our competitors is that we have a professional trained staff to deliver the service that is required, and we comply with all the requirements and regulations for training, like ISO 27008. We'll use the funding to buy more and not offer excellent cleaning services. The problem that we want to solve, we want to decrease the rate of unemployment by decreasing people, especially young ones, and provide health and safety services to our clients to build trust with them. We are reachable at for the streets Mountain View, Mhluzi. Contact details is 079 243 811. Our email address is lifestyle@gmail.com. Thank you.
Thank you much. Really, very confident pictures that we are seeing, and which I am glad that we are able to see. You know, one of the questions we ask them to answer is, what is unique about your business? What makes your business unique? And do you know why we ask this question? If you have not spent time to think about what is unique about your business, do you know what you have? You have a Me Too business. My neighbor's doing this. Me too. No. We need to know what is unique about your business. Your client needs to know, because if there's nothing unique, why should they give you their hard-earned money? So we all need to be able to learn how to do and explain this. Our next participant that we have is Jabulile Dikhasu. Please help me welcome Jabulile to the stage.
My name is Jacqueline Dikashi, Managing Director of Divine Flowers, a Black-owned mobile flower company with 5 years floriculture experience. Divine Flowers brings you fresh flowers and helps businesses and homes reconnect with nature. We currently operate from a mobile flower baby carts and do deliveries around the Kangana region. We specialize in fresh cut flowers, gifts, indoor plants, landscaping, and instant lawn. Wildflowers. Flowers play an important role in the ecosystem. The problem we are trying to solve is many homes and offices and events feel dull or lifeless. People crave beauty and emotional uplift at that time, creativity or skills created. Our solution is to transform spaces with natural beauty through flowers and landscaping, bringing joy, color, and life to everyday environment. Backcross generates revenue through the sales of fresh flowers from online orders, events decors, weekly subscriptions, and contracts with funeral parlors around Joburg and Bank. Our company combines recurring service contracts and seasonal sales and ensuring steady cash flow throughout the year. Our unique selling point is we transform spaces and uplift lives through the power of nature. From a single bouquet to a full garden, we bring beauty, creativity, and sustainability to every project. We're not just a florist, we're a local community-driven brand that creates experiences that people remember. We simply make life more beautiful one time at a time. Funding requirements. We recently expanded Divine Flowers into a landscaping services to better serve our community. To scale this offering, we need funds to purchase essential equipment, including brush cutters, trimmers, and blowers. This investment will allow us to make more clients, complete projects efficiently, and deliver professional quality landscaping services. By equipping our team with the right tools, we can grow the revenue and create local jobs. We can be found on all social media platforms such as Facebook and Instagram under Divine Flowers. Thank you.
Wow, you guys really know how to pitch. This is really great. And there's not even one person yet I've had to walk off the stage. Thank you for respecting the time so much. You know, one of the questions that we ask them to answer as well is, how does your business make money? How does your business make money? And the reason I will tell you why we ask for that is very important. I attended a funding Ndawa in Sandton on June, and it's all different funders. They had about 30 different funding institutions there, and they had a Dragon's Den pitch almost similar to this, where the funders were sitting all in front. And some people were there asking for 5 million rand. Some were there asking for 10 million rand. There was a gentleman asking for 15 million rand. And you know what's interesting in a lot of their pitches? They spoke for 5 minutes, and so many of them, I felt so bad. So many of them, you spent 5 minutes and asking for 15 million rand. And all of us sitting here are wondering, how does this business make money? And it's something that's very important for all of us to make clear, not only to our clients, but when we are pitching and asking for money. It must be very, very clear. So it's something that we are all learning to be able to do. We then have our next participant. Are they ready? Okay. Our next participant is here, Promise Mhluzi. Please help me welcome Promise to the stage.
We are a professional firm dedicated to empowering SMEs with clarity, compliance, and confidence in their finances. We provide affordable and sustainable bookkeeping services. We provide classification, payroll, and compliance, and they do financial reporting. The problem that we solve, we noted that many SMEs struggle with poor record keeping and compliance stress, which leads to penalties and missed opportunities and also decisions made in the job. We generate our revenue through monthly retainer packages, ongoing repeating services, payroll and debt services, as well as we offer one-off fees for such as bookkeeping, company registration, and financial reports. What makes us unique is the empowerment first approach. We don't just report numbers, we simplify them into clear, practical tools that help entrepreneurs understand their finances. And we combine structure with empathy, giving clients peace of mind and confidence to grow their businesses. What we would do with this funding, we will actually equip our offices with a furniture and a laptop to enable us to hire a permanent administrative assistant, which will then strengthen and expand the capacity to serve more SMEs. You can get hold of us on 060-467-9069 or tell us at navseta@gmail.com or reach us on social media platforms at Navseta Holdings. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for that. Thank you. We are going straight through this. We're going straight through this so nicely. One of the questions that we ask them to answer is, who are you? Tell us about yourself. Who are you? And tell us about yourself. And it doesn't be a long story, but for anything, your story is unique, who you are. And as a small business, it's easier to connect with somebody when we know a little bit about them, especially pitching for funding, pitching. Our next participant that we have is Charita Timunye. Please help me welcome Charita to the stage.
100% black-owned company that is based in Mpumalanga in Emalahleni. Our core services is plant hire for the moving equipment. We are mainly supplying worker machines like your excavators, articulated dump trucks, dozers. We are supplying the mines and the construction industry. Coming from Mpumalanga, a mine, province that is rich with the mining activities, we identified a critical need on work and take equipment as well as the supplier that prioritizes the reducing downtime on production. We therefore saw a need in coming in, bridging the gap between the project demand as well as the availability of dependable plant equipment. Our unique, sorry.
Okay, you can do it, you can do it.
Yes, go
And then we generate our income through the machine rental, whether through the daily, weekly, and the monthly basis. It all depends on the client needs. Our unique selling point is well-maintained equipment, low hours, and reducing downtime on production. And we will use this funding to accumulate the ISO 4500 certificate so that we can be able to boost our credibility and be able to even access the larger opportunities. You can find us at www.calorisa.co.za. Our contact details is 060-837-9006. Web with Calorisa for your well-maintained equipment, downtime on production, and as well as low hours. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. See, I told you, it's not easy to stand up here on the stage in front of your community. It's not easy to stand up on the stage. One of the questions that we asked them to answer before our final participant comes, the question we asked them to answer is, what would you use this money for? What would you use this money for? I'll tell you, interestingly, we had a pitching segment last year at entrepreneurs year-end event. And then you had different funding institutions. Mhluzi Fire was there as well. And this young man went and he pitched. And the judges all told us he was by far the best person make the pitch. And when it came to answering what he would use the money for, do you know what he said? He said, what I will use the money for is I will take myself on holiday. I'm tired. Do you think he won that pitching competition? No! And the feedback the judges gave us, you know, we were gunning for you. Everything you did was great. You are a winner. And then you said you use our money for that. No, come on. We want to know how it's going to help grow your business. We want to know how it's going to be able to help create more employment. No, he did not win the pitch. So that's something for all of us to learn, and that's why we ask, what would you use this money for? We want to know, we want to understand, and we put to good use. Our last participant that we have, I spoke with her earlier, and she's nervous. She's the last participant. But we will let her know she's got nothing to be nervous about. She must come up here, and we want to hear her story. Please help me welcome Mhluzi to the stage.
Greetings. My name is Ladi from a hair business. I recently opened a salon at home and it's at Extension 7 and we cater for women. I saw a need on putting a smile in women because I suffered for a very long time with self self-esteem, with low self-esteem. So I then saw a gap with when you look good, you do good. That is where I created and started my business. We ventured into books and into headwears. And when you can get us is we have a Facebook page and sport on sport. And then what I will do if I could win this, I will expand in getting more missions because now I use a small machine for swimming my boots. And then I will also 5 days so that I can offer more services because now we mainly do braid and we mainly do braid and condoms. So I want to venture more into washing and hair care. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So there we have it. Those are your finalists for the pitching competition. Let me tell you something. It is not easy to be on a stage like this in front of your own community. They've all done well to practice. Give them all a round of applause. Now you come up here. The courage. We're now going to enter into another break just to allow our judges to go through to be able to let us know how they ranked and who our winners are. I'll remind you, our exhibitors are here on my left. The FME team are straight in the back looking to assist you. You can go straight on my right to find the bathroom facilities, and I'll let you know one last thing. I am not a judge, so I will not be one of the people deciding. I am very unbiased. The judges, I will not let you know who they are yet, but they will reveal themselves later. Thank you and enjoy this break.
move him into this but if you get one camera, one of my camera, that camera, so if you want camera, but this, but it's cheaper than this one. This one is like 100, I get what is I can also use this one. This zebra one. Remember zebra one? Was shooting. Remember when zebra was shooting? Contest. Was that one? So you can explain. That's the only one. The other one, there was no equal of the video camera. It's going to be a live. Everything for table. This the one that this is a similar. We're gonna jump in. What is it? So you gotta also then after that, you must jump. Jump in. So let's go with a four, man. 9, 4, 8. Okay. And take it out. But these ones is different. Because in this place, second one, but now people didn't allow them to and they follow your voice. Yeah. Somebody else, you can know it, just you want to speak it right there, you guys didn't know they didn't do it. It's like, a lot of people do it. You're gonna do it. Like I want to stop you. This thing was like, you wouldn't come to shop anywhere because the guy was like the man should know I was 18. Coming up with that color thing, when it is, I mean, I say really, so that's what I really always updated to. Because what they do, they'll come to you like, you are working with support. You want to use this thing to this skill. And you want something like this, but especially with this, you know, and I feel like, this will go on this. Because what this person can run but they don't tell you. Until this thing comes into your life, that's what I want. Even the other person like that, you can buy whatever. Unless it's direct, I go to meet what I want. It's one, then say, like method B, method B, method B, the same thing. The one was that was. Yeah. No, the whole network was the same. Like, this style, the whole show was like coming out just like
Okay, we will restart in 1 minute. We will restart the program in 1 minute. The judges have made their decisions. If you're outside, please time to sit down. We will restart in 1 minute. Okay, we are ready to restart. If you just sit down, we're ready to restart. You know, all the conversations, this has been great, and I appreciate all the networking. We are at that stage where we are going to find out about our winners. The judges have made their decisions. And I want you to know that now, if we can get everybody to thank you. Now that we're at a time where we're about to know our winners and money is involved, I'm being told I cannot make such an announcement. The B team must make this announcement. And I'm so surprised that you are still here. They told me you only had 1 hour to be with us and you remained to be with us. Thank you so much. Please help me welcome my Fellow back to the stage and let us know who the winners are.
Hello again. How great were our pictures? They were awesome, right? It really made the decision a little bit difficult as to who's going to win, but in the end, it can only be one winner, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to announce the third place, the second place, and then our winner. Are we ready? In third place, so when we announce your name, you'll just come up to get your small prize. Number 3 is Jabulile Dikashu from the White Forest. And number 2 is Promise Mhluzi, our bookkeeper. All right. Are we ready to hear who the winner of 20,000 Rand is going to be? One last drum roll. Our winner is Jerita Timuye.
Because when him and I talking, I said that let's go and take this one home. So I thank him, yeah. And I thank my ties for this opportunity for me to come and for me. And believe me, actually, it was a great experience because I'm actually heading for bigger pitch fundings because we are looking for certain number of ends like for us to upgrade our own equipment. And I would like to encourage everybody that as far as the eye can see, that's how far you can go.
Yeah.
So it is all in you. As a man thinketh in his heart, so you shall become. It is possible. Thank you so much.
Wow, there is your winner. Mhluzi, give another round of applause. begin to give an unprepared speech like that, will you, well, anyone, I got to sponsor that you were speaking. Wow, unbelievable. Thank you so much. We're now entering the end for today. I want to thank you all for having come be here and to participate. Without you guys, this doesn't work. This doesn't work at all. So give yourselves a round of applause for having been here. I want to thank the FMB team as well, making this possible, and the exhibitors. And I want to thank my team as well that have been running through and making this run so smoothly. And of course, I want to thank my wife, Katie, the entrepreneur. Wasn't she great? Give her another round of applause. And just before we go off for lunch, which will be so straight through on the right, I want to leave you with this. Just to elevate a little bit in terms of what are we doing? What are we actually doing here with this program? And why is it so important, even for all of you to share across in terms of what we are doing? Why is it so important? And if I can have everybody's attention, less noise as we end this. At the beginning of the year, I read the report through from the World Economic Forum. And one of the things that they discussed, which we are seeing now, it's just an example. They discussed how that there's a crisis going on in the country of Germany. There's an unemployment crisis going on there. Partly because a lot of their auto plants are closing down due to a lot of the Chinese competition in their vehicles. And so civil society in Germany, the government, business leaders, they're all working together to try and figure out how do we deal with this unemployment crisis that Germany has never seen before. Does anybody know the unemployment rate in Germany? It is 6%. 6%. Now we all know the situation that we are dealing with here. And that is what makes these programs so important. 34% of our GDP in South Africa is driven by small businesses. It is imperative for all of us to learn more so that we can all grow. Because when we grow, we are able to employ more people, and it is the betterment for our country and what we are going through. So please make sure to share with all of your friends and all different business owners that you know about this Monetize Your Business program. If you're not in the WhatsApp group, make sure to be on the WhatsApp group. Next week, we're having an online masterclass where we'll deal with other topics. And I know how this works. There may be 10 of you that will be on the online masterclass. But I know also those 10 that make it onto that online masterclass, they are the ones that will see their business change in 2026. So once again, I want to thank all of you. I've been your host today, Papa Biz. You guys have been great. Lunch is served straight through the back. Thank you.
Right now, I think this is why we are not done. This is where we're going crazy. You still have to watch it. Finish up it's just us. Like just the road.